Hi guys, my name is James. This will be on my YouTube website, and I'm a former QA. And as a former QA, currently in between roles, I'd just like to leave a few words of coaching nuggets or bits of wisdom that I can impart to agents taking calls so that you know that the stuff that your QA is telling you about feedback about certain things is true from whatever QA gets to coach you. Um, right now we're gonna focus on what I think are this series is gonna focus on what I think are the key things that you have to deal with when entering a conversation with a customer. And let's start with the first thing you're going to do is the verbal greeting. The greeting. The first thing you're going to say to the customer. Now, I know this is general for throughout. Most often than not, the greeting is, "Hi, my name is James. Thank you for calling." Let's just say the company is Power Mobile. Okay, take two. "Hi, my name is James. Thank you for calling Power Mobile. How can I help?" Simple, right? And that's the case. What are the things that make a good verbal handshake? That's what they did. Greeting is a verbal handshake. What's the things that make a good verbal handshake stand out over a standard verbal handshake? Let's break it down. First of all, "Hi, thank you for calling Power Mobile. My name is James. How can I help?" As opposed to, let's say, something where I would coach the consultant over if they do it this way. "Thank you for calling Power Mobile. My name is James. How can I help?" Now, both have the same script, and I'm not. When I say script, that's not going to be vernacular, or that's not going to be jargon. Not vernacular, jargon, because we all know what scripts are. When you're working in this industry, we all have a kind of a flow, a script, a template. Call it what you will. It's what helps us know that we're saying the right things. But it's how we say it that's important. You just don't say it and get points for it. You say it and you mean it, and you make it mean something. And that's important. Because saying it is very different from meaning it. It's like saying, "Hey, I'm sorry," versus, "Sorry." Both are sorry, but one really sounds like they mean the apology. One just says, "I'm sorry," because you have to say sorry, or you're expected to say sorry. So very different between the two and how you say both of them. Now, you'll notice over this presentation of mine, and over the next few presentations I'll be doing, I don't have a very refined speed. It's a very comfortable way of speaking. Not even Americans have a totally rehearsed speak. In fact, this isn't rehearsed. This is off the top of my head. That's an idiom. Kind of like I'm freeballing it. I'm making this up as I go along. I'm saying this as I go along. I'm not making this up. I'm not making up what I'm saying. I'm just making. There's no script. I'm going totally off the script here, or there is no script to deal with. I'm just going by the heart. Okay, so let's cycle back. So, "Hi, thank you for calling Power Mobile. My name is James. How can I help?" The simple start of the greeting, upbeat, very, very personal. I know you're probably tired, and throughout the course of the day, you're gonna go through a lot of calls. A lot of calls. On average, maybe on a good day, 50 calls a day. That's a good day. Maybe because the calls are long, or maybe because there's a lot of time in between calls. On a bad day, and when I mean bad, I mean a particularly queuing day, when they're calling, when maybe there's something wrong with the mobile service from Power Mobile, or maybe it's a payment month for an insurance company. Yeah, that's her thing. It's the time of the month that people make payments. There's going to be a lot of calls coming in, and I know you're going to be tired. I know you're going to be stressed out, but you have to power through, and you have to make yourself sound like you're powering through. You have to make yourself sound like it's the first call of the day. And believe me, I've taken calls where I've looked, but when the cue comes on, the cue being the toot toot or ba-ding or whatever, when those things come on, you you refocus, you make yourself ready for the call. Toot toot. Thank you for calling Power Mobile. My name is James. How can I help? You're tired. It's maybe even like 1 to 2 hours before you go home, but you still have to sound good. You can't sound. Thank you for calling Power Mobile. My name is James. How can I help? Believe me, I've had those days, and maybe I've sounded that way too. I remember one time where I was I was going through this. I was going through my those calls, and I think I have a sore throat. I had slight fever, but it was Friday, and I was just, come on, and I didn't want to take myself off the queue because everyone was taking calls that day. It was an all hands on deck kind of thing. All hands on deck meaning another jargon from our industry. All hands on deck meaning everyone's taking calls from the QAs to the not the OMs. They probably never probably take calls. From the QAs to the TLs, even your support will be taking calls in that kind of day. The all hands on deck scenario. Yeah, those are hard days, but they don't happen every day. Hopefully, I've had days where they happen like consecutively, but there are times when you just have to bear it. Maybe there's not enough agents on the floor. Maybe it's just a particularly hard season. Like I said, billing season, or time of the month for phone payments. So grin and bear it. They're not gonna happen very often. So your greeting, thank you for calling Power Mobile. My name is James. How can I help? Now you notice I'm not smiling, and a lot of times you're told to smile. And yes, it does affect how you sound. Trust me, it does affect how you sound. Thank you for calling Power Mobile. My name is James. How can I help? Thank you for calling Power Mobile. My name is James. How can I help? The second one sounds a little fake, but you're smiling. It sounds brighter. And yes, because it's how your mouth moves around the words. So, thank you for calling Power Mobile. My name is James. How can I help? As opposed to, thank you for calling Power Mobile. My name is James. How can I help? With the second one, where you are have a little bit more brightness to your tone because you're smiling. Another thing about your verbal handshake to the customers is that it's really how they see you. They don't see you. They don't have a camera to see you, but they see you through your tone. And trust me, I know I have an accent. I do. I'm fortunate enough to have grown up with Sesame Street, Transformers, G.I. Joes, He-Man, all the old classic cartoons before they were translated into Tagalog. So these were all in English. So I grew up with a lot of these things. Don't ask me my age. I'm old. But because of that, I have an accent. But you don't have to have an accent to have a good verbal greeting. For example, good day, my name is James. Thank you for calling Power Mobile. How can I help? You don't have to. It still sounds bright. It still sounds open. It still sounds like you want to help. So even if you sound like, thank you for calling Power Mobile, my name is James. How can I help? Or, thank you for calling Power Mobile. My name is James. How can I help? As long as you have that bright, crisp, hey, verbal handshake. Verbal handshake, like you're shaking person's hand. Verbal handshake. It's how you know, or it's how you make the person know that you're here. I hate to use the term, but it kind of works. Like, you're happy to serve, but not that roboticized. Even those people in the service industry, sometimes I find their presentations a little bit mechanical. Like, good day, sir, ma'am. Thank you for calling. Or good day, sir, ma'am. Thank you for. How's this Spiel in one of those fast food things? Okay. Thank you, sir, ma'am. Good day, sir, ma'am. Thank you for. No, no, no. That's how it is. Because I've never worked in a food service industry. Or if I have I? No, I never did. So. Oh, okay, okay. Good day, sir, ma'am. Welcome to Happy Burger. How can I help you? It sounds mechanical. As opposed to, welcome to Happy Burger. My name is James. How can I help? Welcome to Happy Burger. My name is James. How can I help? Or straight to the point. Welcome to Happy Burger. My name is James. Can I take your order? Because you're ordering food from these people from Happy Burger. So verbal handshakes are important because it shows the customer, and I have a lot of shadow here. I see why I don't have so much shadow. I'm getting some extra light from that thing. Okay, so verbal handshakes are important because it's the start of your call. It's the way you make the customer know that you are focused, you are there, you have given them your name, you want to know how to serve them, you want to know what you can do for them. Now, there can be modifications in this. Sometimes you jump right into asking the customer his details. Good day, thank you for calling Power Mobile. My name is James. Can I start with your name and mobile number? That's a change there. Sometimes people do that. In the last customer service center I worked for, that was one of the modifications. You jump right into identifying the customer. Why? Because it means that you're trying to garner their information. There's pros and cons to this. One is that you're taking up their account already. And if they say, I don't have an account, then you know this is not an account update or account checkup. This could be an account creation or just an inquiry. So it easily answers questions here. This is good. This is good for different reasons, and this can work for different companies as well. So really tailor to what you're doing. But besides the message, what I'm saying is your tone. The tone has to be good. And if you get that, if you take that away from this lesson for today, I think you'll find you'll do a lot better on your next calls. Why? Because at least you'll start off good. I'm not saying it'll end good. That really depends on how you manage to navigate yourself through the call. But at least you'll start it off good. Start it off well. In the next few lessons, we'll talk about how to navigate through calls as a whole and how to make the best out of a bad situation. How to empathize is one of the keywords that I've kept near my breast pocket throughout my entire tenure working for this industry, and I've been here for a long time. I was here when telephones had plugs, and if you pulled out this plug from your phone, the call would be disconnected. It's a funny little white Avaya, ancient technology from a bygone era. Anyway, I hope you have a good week. Take this away from this coaching session, and I'll see you again next week. All right. We better take a quick break and get back to calls. All right.